Incoming transmission standby. Welcome to the Nod News Network. Due to its reliance on exports, the nation has been hardest hit by a slowing global economy, according to the Chancellor. The current rate of economic development in Germany is unsatisfactory, according to Chancellor Olaf Scholz in an interview with the Bavarian newspaper Passauer Neue Presse that was released on Saturday. Scholz claims that because of its reliance on exports, Germany has been severely impacted by the global economic downturn. We experience a decline in the global economy particularly keenly. But the opposite is also true. If the world economy expands once more, we gain as well, he said. However, the Chancellor is upbeat about the long-term outlook. Germany, according to him, has the best conditions to ensure we'll still be competing in the top league technologically in 10, 20, and 30 years. Additionally, he opposed requests for increased federal expenditure supported by debt to stimulate economic growth. He added, "I'm not sure that the EU actually thinks we should take on more debt," pointing out that Germany's debt is already excessive due to its efforts to mitigate the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and, more recently, to stop the impact of sanctions related to Ukraine on Russia, which caused an increase in energy prices. Germany has been dealing with the effects of the energy crisis and persistently high inflation since last year, despite continuing to have the largest economy in the EU. As a result of the EU's sanctions against Moscow in response to the conflict in Ukraine, the nation was among the ones that were most severely affected by the decrease in Russian energy deliveries. As a result, energy costs increased, which in turn caused prices in other economic sectors to rise. Germany's Federal Statistical Office, Der Status, reports that as a result of Berlin's efforts to control inflation and energy costs, the country's budget deficit increased to €42.1 billion, $45.4 billion, in the first half of 2023. The nation's industrial production has been declining for some months, and this year is expected to be even worse. The economy barely managed to emerge from a technical recession that lasted the previous 2 quarters as it stagnated at zero growth in the second quarter of the year. According to the present economic indications, analysts predict that Germany's economy would likely contract once more in the second half of the year. Overall indicators are once again pointing to shrinkage for the third quarter. According to economist Jens Oliver Niklasch of Landsbank Baden-Württemberg, a negative GDP growth result would most likely be reported for the entire year of 2023. This has been the Nod News Network, transmission complete.